So for Attumen the Huntsman, it starts with just Midnight Alone. He does a cleave everything around the tank, so you'll want to DPS him from behind if you're melee, and if you're tank, face him away from the group. You're going to have a reflectable AoE curse that casts about every 30 seconds. It can be decursed. He's vulnerable to disarm. You can see how we're tanking him the right way. One tank's going to pick up Attumen the Huntsman himself, and the other tank will pick up Midnight, and the DPS will be behind him at this angle. And you're going to basically just want to get one of them focus fire one of them down to a certain percent, and then they'll fuse and become one boss once I think one of them is at 25%. In this case we do Midnight. And also he does a charge. He just randomly charges, does a knockdown, brief stun, 40-yard range, and you can see we have multiple heroisms, so we just pop one at the beginning of the fight here. Just popping most everything. And like I said, the tanks are facing him away from the group, and the DPS is always behind, avoiding the cleave. Just constantly doing AoE from behind. Even when he charges, just always try and get a good angle from him, especially if you're melee. And the tanks are doing a good job here of tanking him away from the party, avoiding that cleave. Remember, he's immune to taunt effects, so you're going to want your tanks to have a good amount of threat. Yep, in the middle of our second heroism here. It's a relatively straightforward fight. Just avoid the cleave, get those decurses out, and make sure that your threat is managed correctly. That's really all it takes.